Hope we're live. It said stream set for, and then it went out. Hopefully we're live now. There's nobody here. I don't need it yet. When people come up, put it on. I couldn't find my bandana, so I got the actual mask tonight. Yeah, it said stream set for someone. I don't know. I haven't seen that before. Hopefully we're live. It says live, so we're live. Welcome to live, or to replay if you catch it. We're only going to catch one tonight. It's a little bit late. We're going to catch the. Well, it's not here yet. But we're going to try to catch the larger Amtrak train tonight. Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's a little late tonight. What happened was last week had come down. The freight train was running later than it normally does. Like I've said in the past before, I still cannot figure out. Oh, here come people. I still cannot figure out this freight train schedule. It's different all the time. I had it figured out on Friday or Thursday for a little bit. You're a little crooked here. Had it figured out on Thursdays for a little bit, and then I come down last Thursday, and then the freight train is chilling down there when it should be coming by. That's when we went down there and did the stream down there last week. But I thought maybe I wanted to catch the Amtrak, the big Amtrak, the long Amtrak, the one that went by when we were down there. So I figured let me come down tonight a little later, see if I can catch both the freight and the Amtrak. But unfortunately, the freight has sailed. It is gone. So we're just going to catch the big Amtrak, which should be in about 10 minutes. A little less than 10 minutes. That's the only one I want to catch. Oh, what did I miss here? What is going on? Oh, no, don't report nothing. Just trying to slide my phone down here and read comments. It won't let me. Oh, come on. Every time I try to slide it down, I say report. We don't want it. There we go. There we go. We got Normal in there. What is going on? It's all good. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's kind of my fault. Oh, cool. Well, welcome, Kai. We're just going to catch one quick Amtrak. Why is this doing this to me? It is not behaving tonight. Grandpa Rails is in there. What is up? Yeah, well, hopefully we can catch one Amtrak tonight. Well, we're going to catch one Amtrak, but we'll catch that in a few minutes. It's going to be about 11:15. It's 11:08 right now. So we've got a few minutes, and it'll come down. And it's the long. The late one is the long. I think it's got 8 or 10 cars on it. I can't even remember. But it's the long Amtrak, so we'll catch that one. Sorry, I got to put my hand over here to do this, but it's just not cooperating with me. I'm not happy with this new phone, you know that? But I buy cheap phones, so what do you want? Oh, in Oxford, awesome. We're in Wallingford right now. So yeah, we'll catch it tonight and check it out. What's going on, bud?
Hey, how are you?
We're good. We got a new fan. We got a puppy in there. So yeah, we'll catch that Amtrak, and that's all I'm waiting on. I put this on because I'm supposed to in public places. You know how it is. I do at work all day. I wear this thing at work all day. When I get out of work, I don't want to wear it, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, you know? Sorry, I had to grab that. Yeah, man, I gotta wear that thing all day. And it's not the problem of wearing the mask. I mean, I can lift tires and work on hot engines with the mask. It's not a problem. It actually just irritates behind the ear after being on there for 9 hours. Well, what are you gonna do? I guess you gotta play the game. We'll be past it soon. That's what I keep telling myself. Why is this way so high? There we go. Plus, when I put it like this, it hides my neck fat, which is nice. Let me get my mic in here so y'all can hear me a little bit better. Haven't been riding as much as I want to, so the neck's getting a little more, you know. It's puffing up a little bit. That's just reality. That's age. Thing is, I'm getting older, and I like to eat. I like to eat a lot more than I like to exercise. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Some people look at me and say, yeah, eat a sandwich and just run all day. I mean, I'd love to, but at 42, I'm not running anywhere. I do ride a lot, but you know how it is. Again, we've got this going on, like normal. So my plan is to untangle this mess and head over there real quick. We're going to catch it from the other side, because when it comes in, it's going to go past the platform here, and we're going to miss the engine hanging out unless we go down by the fence. Let me fix this. I'm going to catch up on some comments, and then that's probably going to be it. We're not going to do a long stream tonight, just a quick one. Let me get inside here. Something like that. I love this case, but it's hard to open up the side. I almost said something. It's hard to open up the side here. Hold on. But I mean, I guess that's good. So when I drop it in a lake like I usually do, Should be solid. Oh, side note, I dropped one of my. There we go. We should be connected now. I dropped one of my old phones in the lake when we used to go to Cape Cod every year. I always do this year, everything going on, blah blah blah. I didn't do it, but we used to go to Cape Cod every year, and I dropped my old phone. You're crooked. I dropped my old phone. I should talk like this. I dropped my old phone in the lake, and all I did was turn it off for a couple hours, dried it out, and the thing still worked. God bless the Android, huh? All right, let's catch up. Let's straighten you out. Let's hit the other side, because that thing's going to be here in like 4 minutes. We'll take the elevator, because why not? It's here. They offer it. I got to find a better camera angle. Should I hold it like this? Should I hold it like this? No, I look thinner if I hold it like this. Now I'll just flex in the picture. I don't know. All right, I'm done. I was having fun. Sorry. Let me catch up here now. All right, cool. Hey, as long as it's relaxing. Hey, no, we social distance from the trains. I don't want to get the train no disease. Catch no diesel COVID off it. It's not that bad today, Jay. I think it's in the 50s. It's not. I got a sweatshirt on today. I was riding 2 nights ago. I had 2 coats on. I had a winter hat on. Might break up a little bit in here. This phone isn't too happy with up here. But yeah, I had 2 coats on. I had a winter hat. I had gloves. I was bundled up, man. I was ready for the apocalypse. We could have had a blizzard and I would have been fine riding. But tonight's not that bad. Last night was beautiful too. I rode in a t-shirt. A little cold when I first left the house. But once I got riding, it was beautiful in a t-shirt. Awesome weather. Let's head down and finish on these comments. Sorry about getting so far behind here. I don't remember all these lights being so bright. It's just been a while since I've been here. All right, where are we at here? I love food. There's a few things in life I like, and food is one of them. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there's an arrow right where it says love the, and then I've got an arrow and it says we're a bit chilly. This stupid arrow. There we go. Love the rainy days. Yeah. It rained Monday. I mean, I can't complain. This summer was absolutely beautiful. Sure, we're in, drought conditions and blah, 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 but my faucet still works. My shower still works. The rivers are low. The streams are low. Everything's low. And I don't know we got to worry about it, but shower still works. But it was a beautiful summer. There was 0 rain this summer. It rained a little bit at the beginning of the year, April, May, when, regular rain time. I noticed if you have a beautiful April and May, you're going to have a really rainy summer. I don't know if it's just coincidental or not, but I've noticed that. But we had a rainy April, May. It just rained for 2 months straight. And then it stopped in April. And then June and July, we had nothing. It was beautiful every day. I love that stuff. I can't complain. I don't know. I know we need it, and my grass was dry, and it's all brown and dead, but you know what? We had beautiful days. I'll sacrifice a lawn one year. But it came back. We got a lot of rain after that, and then it rained Monday, Tuesday, like a crazy, especially Tuesday. It rained like crazy. You're not that far from me in New York. You probably had crazy rain on Tuesday. There's our boarding call. It's beautiful. Sorry about that. It was beautiful. Beautiful green after Tuesday. Wednesday. Sorry, I gotta remember the weeks. Beautiful Wednesday. Today I went out. It came back. It replenished nicely. Just from that rain we had Monday and Tuesday, especially Tuesday. One thing that never changes is this lady. So yeah, I know what we're gonna do next week. Maybe we'll come down. A little earlier, see if the freight's gonna come earlier. Like I said last week, it came late, so I figured I'd come late. But I did want to catch this train at the station rather than the flyby, which was absolutely dope last week. I love filming from that location. Get down behind that concrete wall. It just makes me feel good about myself, I guess, but that concrete wall is not going to do anything if that train derails. It's going to take out the concrete wall, me, the phone, probably the building next to me. It's just a good shot, though. It's an awesome shot. But I wanted to catch it here. And that's it. So we got, didn't I say 11:11 when I was on the other side? 4 minutes? According to this, we still have 4 minutes. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I thought it was 11:11 on the other side. Either way, we're going to catch it. in 4 to 2 minutes. And then we're gonna get on a bike and ride because it's a beautiful night out tonight. It's gorgeous out. Even this hoodie is just too much. Got my plowing hoodie back on. Speaking of plowing, anybody who saw the Jeep video, oh, hold on one second here. Yeah, 11:14, that's it. Food is definitely good. But you know what they say, eating is a falling phone game. Eating is a young person game, and I am not, I'm no longer a young person, but hey, whatever. I still love to eat. I don't have an appetite in the morning when I wake up. Well, once I get to work and I get going, I start cranking, breakfast sandwiches are awesome. Then I have lunch. Sometimes I have a second lunch. Then I have dinner. Sometimes I have a second helping. I really got to back off. When I'm riding all day in the summer and hitting it and riding, 20, 30 miles a night, then it's fine. But when I'm not riding and I'm riding like 3 miles a night, it just doesn't cooperate. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Buckles in there. What is up? We're just gonna catch you. I was saying, hopefully gonna catch you. We're just gonna catch a quick one. 2 to 3 minutes. We're just gonna catch the big Amtrak. Chat for a moment while I go back to the other side, and then I'm going riding because, like I said, it's beautiful out tonight. Even this hoodie is overkill. I'm just so used to the last few nights, except for last night, obviously. But the last few nights. Oh, here it comes. Let me set you up. Last few nights, last week and this week, it was cold, so I'm kind of gun shy, I guess you want to call it. Heading out with no hoodies or coats or anything, and it's just beautiful tonight. Absolutely beautiful. Way too hot with this thing on. Hopefully the video's good. I know this phone doesn't cooperate too well when I'm live streaming. I don't go on to the they got a Wi-Fi here, but I don't use public Wi-Fi because of regular reasons. You never know what's going on with that. Plus, it's not the best. It's kind of not good public Wi-Fi. And usually, my regular phones work fine with the cell service, but this phone is giving me issues, kind of breaking up a little bit when I live stream. The last 2 or 3 live streams I did with it, I'm backing up and I'm talking louder like I don't have a microphone on. The last 2 or 3 live streams I did kind of broke up a little bit throughout the stream. So hopefully you're getting a good view. Hopefully it's at least enough to watch. I mean, I watched the replay on one of them. It's like it missed so much I said. I apologize for that. All right, cool. Thank you. Oh, she's coming now. I like this live chat. This is awesome. It's like, like I watch a lot more live streams than I do. Obviously, I do 1 a week at best, sometimes 1 every 2 weeks, but I love the live commentary. Like somebody says something, I say it back, get a reply. Watching a live streams, I could sit watching people, whether on the other side of the state or the other side of the world, and chat with them like I'm hanging out. And it's awesome. I love this stuff. I know the internet's, not a new thing, and it's everybody, we all know about it now, but I just still find it so cool. Like even playing PlayStation, I could be sitting home at night, 12 o'clock at night. One night I was playing, these kids had some accents, and playing a mission. We were all in one car, 4 of us, me and 3 other people, and they're in Denmark, and we're all doing a mission together, talking like we're all sitting on a couch together. It's just wild. I don't know. I'm still amazed by this stuff. There she comes. Oh, thank you, sir. You don't have to do that, but thank you very much. Much appreciated. I'm definitely putting that towards, I'm trying to hit Pennsylvania before the winter comes. Hey, what's up, Dave? Trying to hit Pennsylvania. Well, I'm going to hit Pennsylvania before the winter comes. And that'll definitely go towards it. Thank you. Oh, I got the red lights on the front, huh? Nice. They usually don't have those on. Dope. Usually they got those on when it's going backwards. Come on, straighten out here. We're going to have to get closer. There we go. I know the The Flyer had the red lights on in the front for a while. But that's cool to see it on the front on this. Hey RJ, what's going on? Yeah, usually I only got those on when it's going the other way. Oh yeah, she is tattered and torn. Look at that. She's got some miles on. And she's blurry. No, that's the Amtrak train. That's not Patches. That's the actual Amtrak. Looks like Patches, and she's got patches. What's up, VW? Yeah, that's still owned by Amtrak. That's not CT Rail. Look at that. I've been wanting to catch the long Amtrak for a while. Also, the green lights, which I think is cool. When it stops, they go yellow, and then right before it leaves, they go green again. I don't know why I find it cool, but I do. And it just looks really cool going out on the track. I don't know if you can see it. It's just like a long green line. It just looks really cool. Doesn't look so great on a video here, but it looks cool in person. Hey, good. I was able to zoom out, unlike the last time. They all do look like Patches. They got some hours on them. I say miles, but they got some hours on them. And some miles as well, I would assume. These things travel back and forth day and night. Usually we have a bunch that just go back and forth. Oh, someone's coming. Usually we have like the CT rail and then Patches, of course, but a few Amtraks, they got 2 cars on them, sometimes 4, and they just go back and forth across the state all day. If you sit down here for 2 hours, you'll see it go by twice. But this one is, I believe, the long distance. Don't quote me on that. I don't quite remember because it's been a year since I've been down here doing this stuff, but I think the long one just goes right across. And then being that he is going north, it's heading north, obviously. Now, I think it does, where the hell does it go? To Mass? I think that one goes from wherever to Mass. So that's pretty informative, right? From wherever to Mass. So it starts at wherever. Can't remember. They got the maps over here. I used to have it all figured out, except for the damn freight train. I cannot figure that freight train schedule out. Oh, they replaced it with a traveling on Amtrak sign, which no longer shows the map. Oh, but they still got the dog. He's still chilling in there. He's pretty cool. And then I got this guy, which I like. Wasn't a big deal, just a dude chilling, but now it just reminds me of a simpler time. You know, when leg room for your leg was the big issue getting on a train. That is a story from another day, that's for sure. God, never thought I'd say that about that picture. But yeah, I forget what the hell that was. That's the late night one goes all the way up. Then we also have the Flyer, which well, I haven't seen it lately. They show it on the map or on the online schedule, which is never right with everything. But the Flyer shoots through. It should shoot through once a day, but it hasn't in a while. I don't know. It's on a map, but it's I just don't see it. So I don't know what's going on with that. We're gonna hit the other side and finish this up. And I gotta catch some comments here. I apologize. I missed a ton of comments. Oh, and look, remember the ceiling I was showing you last year that they took down and repaired something? They've never put it back. That makes sense. I mean, not my house, so I don't care. But they took it down to replace something literally the beginning of last year, and it's still down. Let me catch you up here. I apologize. I missed a bunch of stuff. Where are we at here? Oh, I missed that too. I missed that. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, that's where I was. Oh, jeez. All right. Thank you, RJ. Sorry, I'm just going through this. I apologize for that. Oh, there's plenty of mistakes. Oh, I think you said massive mistakes. Massive. No, there is plenty of mistakes. You want to watch mistake time? It's from the beginning of my stream to the end, and that's when they happen. I got to come down here on the weekend again and catch it when we used to come. And look at the wall. There's another mistake. Catch it when they used to come down during the daytime and then go underneath. I used to do like Saturdays, but now I work all day Saturday. But I get the day off, so it's kind of dope. Got our stuff. Okay, I gotta show you this during. When I come down during the day next time, I'm gonna show you this building. That is still there. That is right there where that door is. You can't see it because there's a door in the way. That building's still there. That is the warehouse that replaced that warehouse, which is now gone. And then obviously you see the train station. But that building's still there. It's pretty cool. I never knew. I knew it had something to do with the trains. I just don't know what it was. But now these cool new pictures they put up, I found out that it was the second warehouse for the trains. They would just load stuff in and out of there. Like when stuff, you can't really see it now. If you see those lights over there, those lights, that's the building that's in the picture. And what they would do is, that was the train depot, not really depot, I guess depot. They loaded up with stuff to go out, loaded up with stuff that came off the trains, and just transfer stuff from the trains in and out right in that building like 100 years ago. And it's still there. So that's kind of cool. Let me catch up on this, and I think we're going to wrap it up. I got to go home. I got to fix my rim, dude. I bent my rim. Not bad. I bent my rim on those stairs last night. Not going down them, because normal people go downstairs on bikes. I tried going up them, and guess what? It didn't work. The front tire went pretty far. The rear tire made it like 2 or 3 steps, and then the rim was bent. But I got the, oh, you're falling here. I don't have a straight phone. That's what I don't have. I got the tool to adjust the spokes, because when you get a bent rim, you just got to mess with the spokes. Some bend, some stretch, some compress. You just go back and forth with them, straightens the rim out. It's a little bit of a task, but it's not that hard. So I got to straighten the rim out on that. And I broke a spoke too, but the spoke's been broke, so I got to replace the spoke on that. So yeah, we'll fix that. But going upstairs is apparently a lot harder than going down. But hey, I like to ride. I like to try things. Small stairs, sure, but these are a lot of stairs. I go up hills, I go up mountains, I go up tree stumps, and I figure, what the hell, it's stairs. Let's go up the stairs. It didn't work, so hey, whatever. Future advice for anybody trying to go upstairs: don't do it. It doesn't work. You bend rims. Oh, I try, RJ. I have fun. Got to enjoy life, man. Enjoy it to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? There's enough nonsense and aggravation going on around us. You got to have a little fun. Enjoy it. Smile, laugh. What did I? All right. All right, where we at here? Let's see. Yeah, VW, the posters they put up, they're awesome. They got like the history of the original train, not the whole history, but the brief history of the original train station. That building right there, the old building is now gone. Like women working in the rail yard, like when men went to war, the women went to work. It's just a whole bunch of cool information that, just really cool stuff, And plus, that was back in the day when, the country cared. People still do, but you know what I mean. Not to say it like that, but, the men went off to war and the women went to work to keep it running until they got back. And to work they went. And I'm not just talking, soft jobs. They went to work. They were manufacturing. They were building. They were building tanks and weapons and having at it, I don't even know if the men of the country would do that today. But, oh, speaking of which, in the abandoned, I didn't put it up. In the abandoned hospital I was at, where I put a couple videos from, there was like, I guess I'll call it like a war propaganda magazine. It was before World War II. It was 1930 something. You know how the magazines are. They give you propaganda to like, this and that, and they amp you up. It's all propaganda. Get you amped up for our side. But it showed men and women working to build tanks, and it was, I don't know if it was, a magazine in a hospital. It showed men and women building tanks and shells and ammunition and planes, and it was just really cool. I kind of finned through it. The magazine was shot because it was from the 30s, and it being a man in the hospital, was somebody tried burning it. It was half burnt. It was soaked in water, generations of water, and just covered in lead paint. So I kind of finned through it a little bit. But it was just cool to see that stuff, like in a magazine. Like they made it like how great it was to be doing. And that's before we were even in the war, because we didn't hit the war until, what, 43? When did they bomb Pearl Harbor? I don't even remember. Not to get political, but yeah, I think 43 we entered the war, right? And 45 we ended it? I can't even remember. I used to know all this stuff. I'm losing my history. I'm reading so much new stuff, I forget the old stuff. But yeah, it had all this. It was 1938 or 39, the magazine. It was wild. It kind of thinned through it quick. I got to put that up. That and a kitchen that I missed when I was originally there. So I just got the kitchen, the magazine. I'll probably make like a 5-minute video of it. It's pretty wild just to read that stuff, see the pictures, and really cool stuff. The Zephyr. Is that the fast one? I want to ride the Grandpa Rails. I want to ride the Excella. I want to ride that. It doesn't even come through here. It comes through Connecticut, obviously, but not through here. I want to go up and just purchase a ticket for the Excella and just rip somewhere and then rip back. I want to ride that thing. I've never been on a train that fast, and I want to check it out. That's got to be a blast. It's got to be fun. It's got to be. I mean, I guess a train that goes that fast, they're going to constantly check the rails to make sure they're sturdy. I know they're bolted every couple of inches, really, but it's just kind of cool to know that something can go that fast on two skinny little rails. Something that heavy, something that big, something with that. You know, imagine the inertia in a turn, and just by two skinny little rails, it just hangs on. I don't know. I just find that really interesting, and I really want to ride that. I got to go up there and do that one day. They do it. Oh, what's up, Haunted? Sorry about that. I'm still behind on my comments. All right, RJ, thank you if you're still there. Thanks for hanging out. Where are we at here? 1941? Is that one? Oh, it's 41 they bombed Pearl Harbor? I thought it was 43. See, I'm horrible at this stuff. I apologize. Sorry, it's going through my head now. Yeah, I guess it was. Holy crap. Bad times. Good times and bad. The best and the worst, I guess. But it was just a different generation of people out there. 40, yeah, I guess 41 they bombed Pearl Harbor. So that's when we entered the war. It was when they bombed Pearl Harbor. We kind of did our thing, helping out here and there. But we entered after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Because they did some damage. And they said, you know what, you want to play? We will play. And then, yeah, a lot of bad things happened after that. It's horrible, but good things came out of it, I guess. That's the way to look at it. Different generation of people back then, for sure. I did find, I met one person. I was at work one day, and a guy had a jacket from the, I guess, D-Day, right? When they went to Normandy. But he had a jacket on from it. And I know they don't like talking about it, but I had to ask, because there's not many people left that have been there in this day and age. And I saw the coat. He was just a customer at work. And I'm like, look, do you mind if I ask you, what's going on? And the guy's like, and he said the same thing. He's like, usually I don't like talking about it. And I'm like, I understand that. I'm like, as soon as I said that, he's like, but he had the words for you. It said the same words I had. He's like, there's not many of us left. I don't want to get the story out. And talked to the man for a while, and he gave me an emotional story. He was on the boat. He didn't actually storm the beach. He was on the boat as a gunner, and just the stuff he told me that he saw all around him with his friend, it was just horrible, horrible. But I think I've even told this before. The guy ran out of ammo. He was shooting from the boat, one of the U-boats or whatever, as the people were getting off. He was just doing cover fire. He had bent down to get another canister of ammo, and then the lady starts talking in the middle of it. He ran out of ammo. He had bent down to get another canister of ammo. As he bent down to get it, his gun got hit, and he didn't get hit, luckily. I mean, he got some shrapnel and stuff, but he didn't get hit with the actual shell because he had bent down at the time to pick that up. It's like God intervened at that point. And the man lived to tell the story. Amazing. Emotional, but amazing. But that's the only person I've ever met and talked to that actually went through that. And one hell of a story, man. I mean, you could read stuff online all day, but to talk to somebody that's actually been there is just completely different. Unreal. All right, sorry about that. I just kind of went off on a tangent for a minute. Yeah, like a roller coaster for sure, except these can actually come off the tracks, I think. Roller coasters are held on from the bottom. Yeah, my grandfather was in World War II, but he was, being Sicilian, he became an Italian translator for the generals over in Sicily. Because I believe Sicily was part of the Axis, wasn't it? I don't know. I'm not going to go off on all this stuff. But anyways, yeah, he was a translator for the generals, so he didn't actually have to see live combat, which was good for him and apparently for me because I am here. Took the Zephyr. Yeah, Zephyr's got to be cool. That's got to be fun to ride. Maybe one of these days I'll get out there and hit it. I want to hit that Excella though. I want to hit that, and that's something I could feasibly do because it's literally on the other side of the state. Not even a couple of towns from me. I want to hit that one day. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. The stories they had. It's God only knows what they were going through. You know, I don't know. I like to think about it and read it, but don't like to think about it at the same time. If that makes any sense. It's. Hopefully we'll never see times like that again. Who knows? But hopefully we never will. It's got to be crazy though. I mean, I played these video games. I'm PlayStation. You know, I play the World War II games and even the newer war games were like in local newer wars. I'm rather not local, but newer wars and just playing these games. I mean, it's fun and all to play, but just to mentally think people did this. This really happened. You know. People really did this stuff, and you see everything going on around you, and it's like I said, at the time it's a game, but on the other hand, you start thinking this really happened. People really lived through this. People went through it. It's wild. I don't know. Just makes you think. I don't know. They didn't call me. You know what happened? They did call me because a buddy of mine went to take the test for the reserves years back, and I drove him down there. He wanted to go. I said, whatever, I'll drive you down there. And hanging out, I went in with him, whatever, hanging out, and they're like, take the test. I'm like, I don't want to join. Not my thing, you know. If whatever reason it's live or die, I guess I'd have to, but I don't want to join voluntarily because we weren't in conflict. It was in the 90s. We weren't in any major conflicts back then. So I didn't want to join. And they're like, well, just take the test for the fun of it. I'm like, I don't want my name on here. They're like, just take it. You don't have to put your name, nothing. So I didn't put my name. I didn't do anything. I never told them my name. I said nothing and took the test just for the fun of it since I was waiting for my buddy. They showed up at my work 2 days later looking for me. The government is crazy. I don't know how they found out who I was or maybe they got my plate number. I don't know. But I didn't put my name on it. They're like, you could fill it out anonymously. You don't have to say anything. I never even said what my first name was when I was there. And they showed up at my job 2 days later just trying to convince me to go. Like, you did really good on the test. We can use people like you. I'm like, how do you even know who I am? It was crazy what they do. I don't know. All I could think of, maybe they saw my plate number, traced it down. I have no idea. How did I find out where I worked? 2 days it took them to find me. Oh, man. Apparently I did good on a test, which is good, because I never do good on tests. Even tests that I take with my job, where like fixing cars and stuff. I can make the car start when it doesn't start, but if you give me on paperwork, hey, car came up with this and that, and it's giving you this code and that problem, and it looks like this, and it's 70 degrees out, something stupid, the car's green. What would you do I have no idea on paper. Give me the car. But apparently I did good on that test. I have no idea. The fact that I took it probably meant I did good. I probably got everything wrong. They don't care. But yeah, they showed up 2 days later at my job. I'm just like, you can't do this. I can't, my boss got mad at me and stuff. I'm like, it's not my fault. Just talk to them. Call the president. I don't know who sent them down. I don't know how they found me. It was crazy. All right. Yeah, see, Italy was part of the Axis, right? That's what I thought. I forget that. Oh, they know me. I don't know. It probably did run my plates. But how did they find out where I worked? Well, I guess if you run my plates from the parking lot. I mean, this was in the 90s, and I'm sure they had cameras on every inch of that property. This had to have been 94, 95. I'm sure they had cameras on every inch of that property. Got my plate, figured out my name. Probably, there was no like Google to look up back then exactly where I worked, but they're the government. They know everything. They probably looked at my tax records. Found out who's paying me. But yeah, it was just amazing. They showed up that quick. I found it funny. And they were convinced. They were cool dudes. They were convincing. I mean, they're really like, I mean, obviously they got to do that, but they're like the kind of guys you want to hang out with. They made it sound like a lot of fun, but yeah, it's just not my thing. I run from fights these days. I don't know. Yeah, I suck on tests. No, he didn't even want to go. They probably did stalk me. He didn't want to go. He just had at the time he was in a bad position. He had nowhere else to go. Took it for the heck of it, and they never went to him. I don't know. They never followed him. He took the test, and they called him once on the phone, asked if he wanted to go. He said no, and they never bothered him again. Yet they showed up at me. And I told him that too. I'm like, don't, I'm anonymous on this. Don't tell him anything. Few people, I probably couldn't trust, but that dude, I mean, that was my boy. I know he wouldn't say nothing. Maybe he did sell me out. No, he would have done that. All right, what happened here? We just caught one NC, just the big Amtrak. That was it for tonight. We came down late. Just wanted to catch. I was telling earlier that I can't figure out this stupid freight train schedule. I'm sorry, this darn freight train schedule. Usually it comes around the time that the first train I filmed did, but I've been wanting to film the second train, which I did tonight, and then the freight train came late last week. That's why I went down there, because I'm down here, and the freight train was still down there. So let me go down there, film it, hang out with it for, chill with the freight train. Who doesn't like to chill with a freight train, We're boys. I can put my arm around it, we chill. So anyways, we chilled with the freight train, and it came down late, right before the late Amtrak train came. So I said, maybe next week I'll come down late, catch the long Amtrak and the freight train, but that never happened. It came earlier. So maybe I'll do earlier next week. But I did want to catch that longer freight train, or Amtrak train, I'm sorry. I think it's like 8 or 10 cars. I think it's 10 cars. I can't remember. But it's just a cool looking, the long distance Amtrak. I've been wanting to catch that. Have not actually come down here to see that train since last year. Not even just riding. I come through here when I'm riding, just when I'm out riding with my boy and stuff. I have not seen that train since last year. And actually, the people who used to get on it and get off it, like, knew me just from filming it. Like, people were saying hi to me, asking me how I'm doing getting off the train. People I have no idea who they were, but I just saw every night. But they were not here tonight. I don't know. I haven't been down here this year, so I have no idea what's up with it. But it's cool. I got to see it. I'm happy with that. I'm sure they did have people in the parking lot. You probably did fail. But how do you fail a military test? I mean, if you're willing to go, what's there to fail? I'm willing to go. I mean, unless you're a complete... I don't know how to word it nicely. I mean, unless they think you're a danger to yourself, they might not call you, I guess. That's probably the best way to word it. And the man was a danger to himself. Speaking of a danger to himself, the man called me one day. I don't know if I ever told this story. He had a Pontiac Grand Am. Hey, God bless his soul. It was my best friend. And he's, along with a lot of people, he is now gone. And I don't know, I love the man. One of my best friends since, Jesus, 15. Anyways, the man was locked in his Pontiac Grand Am. Grand Prix, Pontiac Grand Prix. And I don't know if you guys remember the 90s, the aftermarket. Cars didn't have alarms back then. They had factory alarms. He had the aftermarket alarm. You have it installed, whatever. You install it yourself. He had it installed. They weren't as good as they are now. They had problems. They had issues. Like the main computer, he used to call it the brain at the time, but the main computer would mess up and stuff wouldn't work. But he had one of the first alarms original alarms just had an alarm. You open a door, you hit it, the alarm would go off, nothing would happen. Just the alarm would go off. He had one of the first that actually locked and unlocked the doors. And the thing messed up on him. So he called me up at work one day. And he's like, Rich, I'm locked in my car. I'm like, what do you mean you're locked in your car? He's like, I'm locked in my car. I can't get out. I was like, well, just unlock it. He's like, I can't. He's like, the alarm messed up. That was a Viper. I don't know what kind of alarm it was. One of those 90s alarms. He's like, I can't. The power lock button's not working. The remote's not working. The car won't start. I can't unlock the door. I'm like, well, just unlock it, He's like, dude, you don't understand. I can't unlock it. He's like, nothing's working. The buttons don't work. I go, all right. I go, you know the piece that slides back and forth when you hit the unlock button? He goes, yeah. I go, push it with your finger. I just hear click, and the door opened. He's like, thank you so much, man. I was in here for like 20 minutes. I'm like, dude. Oh, man. Like I said, God rest his soul. He was a good dude, but... Just push the lock. He's hitting the button. He's hitting the key fob. Oh man, so many great stories I could tell about that dude. He went to automotive school to get into automotive, and the particular school he went to, they make you do both like academic stuff, like English and math, regular school stuff, as well as the automotive. It was a community college. So to make you do a bunch of other stuff, to give you such a good price on what you want, they make you do a bunch of other stuff to make sure you just, somewhat coherent in life. The automotive you did horrible on, but the regular stuff like the math and geometry and English and history, the guy got straight honors through every other course except for what he went to. And he knows nothing about history, and he did great. He had honors. He had A's in every class except for what he went for. I don't know. Really smart. It's not a whole lot of common sense. Good dude, though. Good dude. Had my back through a lot of stuff, and vice versa. Good people. And yeah, a little bit of that. It's in the Navy. Well, God bless him. I never had, like I said, I never had the balls to go into the military. I just don't have that. But yeah, that was good. Oh, they all went. Oh, God bless them. Hope everything went well. My dad had gotten drafted, but failed the physical, I think. I think my uncle was too young, so he didn't go. What the physical? My dad always had a bad back. I think that's what it was. Maybe he told me I had a bad back. I have no idea. I just never had the guts to get in the military. I don't know. I'd probably curl up in a corner somewhere and cry. People around me were shooting. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Normal. I am sorry to hear that. But it's, those are the people that gave us the freedoms to do this, to come down here and film and hang out and have fun and live our lives. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna, let me see, hold on. All right, give me 1 second. Oh, I'm tethered. I forget about this damn wire. I don't even know if you saw it that time. I forgot. I keep forgetting. I don't have to yell when I go over there. So yeah, there's no freight train coming. We caught the Amtrak. I think I'm gonna wrap this up in a moment. After I wrap this up, put it back in my pocket. Forget about it. I have not dropped this phone. God, probably. I think it was the beginning of last year I dropped the phone. It was the last time I did it. I walked off. I had the cable on. I'm like, look at me. And it, boom, phone came after me. It looked at me all right. It came after me and broke my gimbal. And yeah, whatever. These things happen. All learning experiences. But I think we're going to wrap it up. Like I said, it was a late stream. I apologize for coming out late, but I wanted to catch that big Amtrak. And speaking of which, it's a little windy right now. Do you guys hear any wind? I should be fine. I got this little thing going on here. It should be fine. The videos I watch before I had this thing, it was horrible. You guys remember when I come down here in like fall, end of the year, end of the season, wind coming through here, nobody can hear me. It was like a whistling noise. I was riding my bike, trying to ride up and film the building, which I want to go back and film some of these buildings since they're open again. But I would go up, film the people partying and stuff, and there was that whistling noise that went through all the videos. And hopefully, I think this fixed it. Did pretty good when I got it at the end of the year. It was the end of the year before. I don't know when I got it, but I got it. It seemed to have fixed it.
Welcome to the Hartford line. Please use caution in the station and boarding the train.
This lady's still talking. She's getting better, though. She's not that bad. She only comes on periodically now. I remember that thing used to come all freaking day. But yeah, I think I'm going to go catch up on these comments, and I'm going to go ride a little bit because it's still beautiful. It's 11:45, and tomorrow, I'm happy to announce, is my day off. I think I mentioned it before. That whole 6 days a week thing is done. I had no time for my family, to hang out with my kids. I went to work one day, and I had a baby, and I came home, and the kid is like 5 talking back to me. I'm like, what the hell happened? I missed too much. The whole 6 days a week thing is done. Changed a lot at work, got that all fixed. Now I work 5. I used to have, like I said, 6 days. I had 2 half days. I worked a half day on Saturday, 8 to 1. Then I worked a half day, floating half day. I get like a Monday or a Thursday or something half day, and the kids are in school at that time anyways. The half day was worthless. I'd go riding or go explore something, film something, but got my schedule changed finally after 20 freaking years, 21 years, 21. Holy shit. Sorry. Oh my God. After 21 years, I changed my schedule 5 days a week. I do still want to work Saturdays, and they need me Saturdays. So I got a floating, or not floating, but I have every other Saturday. So like this Saturday, I'm working. So I got this Friday off. Um, so I got a day off during the week, scheduled day, regular day, every week. It's every other Friday, and then I work every other Saturday. It's beautiful. I love it. I got time. I got weekends now. I have not had weekends off. Well, every other weekend, but I have not had a Saturday and Sunday off literally since the 1990s, and I love it. It's amazing. I work the only day I ever wanted off since I started working was Sundays. I mean, that's Sunday's the day I need off. You know, that's my day. That's before I had a family. It's a family day. I mean, that's the Lord's day. You know, not even that religious, but that's even that's the Lord's day. Even He says we need to have Sunday off to be with our family and be home. But now I have Saturdays, every other Saturday off. Like we could do stuff. When I only had one day off a week, it was tough to go out because I got to mow the lawn. I got to clean this. I got to rearrange that. I got so much stuff to do. Now I can do all that on a Sunday and then have my Saturday off. And then the Friday I have off, I can go out and either just ride my bike. I can sit around and sleep and just tell the family I was riding my bike. I can go out and film stuff. That's where you see more stuff getting back up on the camera, going out filming again. I got a day to do stuff now. It's beautiful. I love it. It's so nice having 2 days off a week. I'm just not used to it. Literally since I was 16 in 19, God only knows when, 1990 something. When did I start working? 94, 95? I worked 6 days a week. So I'm not used to this 2 days off a week thing. I love it. I absolutely love it. I know I'm making it sound a lot more exciting than it is, but Jesus. Hey, what's up, Hachi? Oh, taking off? All right, if you're still there, Grandpa Rails, thank you. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you enjoyed the Amtrak. A little late, but hopefully it was enjoyable. I love watching this stuff. Yeah, the trumpet sound. That's what it was. That's right. We called it the trumpet sound. You remember. VW, if you're still there or whatever, have a good night. God bless. I'm going to go through this. Yeah, days off or chore days. I only had one, the split between chores and family, and it's just tough to do because, I mean, there's so much to do with the kids and so much to do with the house, and by the time I quickly, I mean, it wasn't that bad this year because I have to mow the lawn a lot. Like I said before, it didn't rain a lot, but you mow the lawn, you can't get out there at 8 in the morning and do it because it's your day off, and who wants to get out there at 8 in the morning and do that? And start doing stuff, and by the time you're done, it's 4 o'clock, and what are you going to do with the kids by then? But then they're all played out. I'm tired. It's beautiful having 2 days off a week. Life is literally enjoyable. Oh, thank you, VW. Oh, so somebody say hi, Robert. Is he in there? There he is. What is up, Robert? Actually, just wrapping it up right now. We got 47 minutes. I'll make it 50 minutes even. So we'll wrap it up in 2 minutes. And then we're going to get out of here. But yeah, life is great now. I can't complain. With everything going on in the world, I don't care. I'm happy. I mean, I care, but I'm happy. I get up every morning. I go to work. And then 2 days a week, I don't have to do that. Like tomorrow, I got off, like I was saying. And I'll get up. I'll take my daughter either to school or my son to daycare. Probably my daughter to school because it's closer. I'll come back home. Plan is to take another nap, but once you're up, you're up. So who knows what's going to happen. In a perfect, ideal world, I would come back home, drop her off at school, get back home, sleep till about 4:59, and wake up, but I doubt that's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. It's going to rain. My actual plan tomorrow, all jokes aside, it's supposed to rain tomorrow all day. I think I'm just going to dress in some old clothes, and I'm going to hit the bike in the rain. There's Tyler's Mill right across town from me. Not even across town, literally a mile from me. I'll probably just ride into Tyler's Mill, and I'll hit the rain and the trails and the mud and just ride in the rain, have a blast. If I go out riding and it starts to rain, it kind of sucks. Like if I don't expect it, it kind of sucks. If I go out in the rain, for some reason, it's completely different. I step out of the house, it's raining, I know I'm going to ride in the rain, it doesn't bother me. I don't know. But if I go out in a sunny day or like a cloudy day, the rain bothers me. I don't know why. I don't understand why, but I love mountain biking in the rain. So it's not a mountain. It's just like nice trails through the woods. Some nice little hills. There's not a lot of hills around here like we used to have up in Newington, but in Manchester had nice what we call mountains here in Connecticut, but had some nice trails. But I think I'm gonna head out in the rain tomorrow morning after I drop her off, and just ride in the rain, get covered in mud, get slopped up. He said put on some old shoes, some old clothes, maybe some work clothes, because I could just throw them in the basket when I get back the next day. Let them deal with it. I don't have to deal with it. And just ride in the mud. Probably won't film anything because I want to wreck the phone, but that's my plan. I want to do some mud riding. I want to do, I might even take a trip. Manchester had some nice mountains. Oh, God, excuse me, I'm getting old. When I bend over, I feel it. When I lived in Newington, we used to go to Manchester. I think it was Case Mountain. I can't remember the name of it. And I rode that mountain, I mean, a bunch of times, but I rode that mountain in the rain a few times. It was absolutely beautiful. There's like little, like cliffs, drop-offs that have like rock ledges you ride on. And the rocks are fine when it's dry. You just ride them. But in the rain, riding those things, because they're all mossy, when those things are wet in the rain, it's just, you're right on the edge. You're riding. It's crazy. You're sliding off towards the edge, just getting ready to bail off the bike at any second. I might do something like that and just hit it and have a blast. It's only probably a 35, 40-minute ride from here, maybe a little longer, regardless. Not on a bike, but drive, throw it in the trunk, and just go up there. Bring some dry clothes with me when I'm done. Maybe I'll do that. Hey, you guys got me thinking. You're not even relying on it. All right. Let me catch up on this, and I think I'm going to wrap it up. Right? I'll keep doing it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's see. Yeah, see, I don't get up. I don't plan on getting up early on my day off, but it just happened. Like, yeah, I can sleep until noon, and then 6:30 comes, and I'm just like, all right, on my day off, I pop out of bed. When I got to work, you got to drag me out of bed at 7:30. Kids pounding on my head, people screaming. I'm just like, oh, let me sleep. On my day off, my eyes bink at 6:30. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. I don't get it. All right. Yeah. Oh, I love hills I'm riding. You getting ready for winter, Robert? I am too. Speaking of that, Robert, we are unfortunately retiring that Jeep. It's just not safe. It's got to go. I don't want to go on a road with it, but it's just, I have a constant, like I had made on a reply before. I don't know if I'm trying to convince myself or you guys, probably myself, but we have a constant flow of used vehicles coming through, and that's just a spare truck, and it's just time to give her up. It is. I don't know. She was part of the snow removal family for years, and I get emotional over vehicle. I like that truck. Like my old dump body, I couldn't care less about it. The other dump body we're getting rid of, I've been trying to get rid of for years. That's one I'm just trying to push away. But the Jeep I'm going to miss. But the decision came today. It's just not safe. When you can see through that, when you can see somebody standing on the other side of it without looking over or above it, it's just not good. Not good. I can see inside the frame rails. Eventually something's going to happen. It's going to break down. We're going to have to drag the thing out. It's a sad day. It really is. I like that truck. But yeah, she's got to go. Yeah, you are below us. When the snow comes, you will see it as well. But then again, they say this year, oh, we're going to have a big winter this year. They say that every year. But who knows? The last 2 years we didn't. We had some nasty winters not that long ago. We had blizzards. We had 3-day snowstorms. We had amazing, crazy stuff. In the last 2 years was nothing. I think we had an ice storm or two, a couple little snowstorms, nothing major. I think we had one decent snowstorm, nothing good, but we're due. We're due for another good winter this year, so we'll see what happens. My definition of good is a lot different than, I'm sure, your definition of good. My definition of good is, snow this high and nobody can get out of their houses, and they pay me a lot of money to get them out of their houses. But it's a lot of work. I'll admit that, but it's fun. I love snow. I love snow removal. Even though I plow, I even love shoveling snow. I don't care. I'll go out and shovel 4 foot of snow on my sidewalk after plowing 3 days straight. I love it. I love the snow. I love to drive in it. I love to plow it. I love to shovel it. I love to play in it. I love to throw snowballs at people that don't like it. I love the snow. I enjoy the snow. All right, I should wrap this up here. Get a cat named Rebel Baby? That's dope. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, Robert loves the snow. That's cool. I got one cat at home. I don't have to eat. I had one cat that hated the world except for me because he was my neighbor. I told the story before. My neighbor was a drug addict years ago, had a cat, wasn't feeding it, wasn't taking care of it. Long story short, I fed the cat because it wasn't the cat's fault that this dude was an idiot. Cat ended up coming home with me. Another long story short, we won't get into that. And yeah, I got a cat out of the deal, but didn't really like cats. And I got attached to that cat like I never believed you can get attached to an animal. That cat, I don't know, that cat was by my side 24/7. When I was home, that cat was with me. When people came over, the cat was like a dog. He would like hiss at people that came over, and everybody that sat next to me. I have a girl over, the cat would hiss and scratch at her. The cat was, I loved that cat. So when it passed away, I said, I'm not getting another cat. So like 2 weeks later, we got another cat, and yeah, now we got a good cat. I got a cat that loves everybody, really friendly, good with the family, good with the kids. It's, I don't know. I never liked cats, but get a cat, and I guess that changes everything. They are very loyal and just a lot of fun. But oh man, having people over sucked with that cat. Like I'd have somebody over, I'm like, look, just don't go near the cat. She's like, oh, I love cats, they're cute. I'm like, don't go near the cat. No, cats love me. I'm like, don't go near the cat. 3 minutes later, what the? I'm like, I told you, don't go near the cat. Oh yeah, but he was great to me, so I didn't care. He was awesome to me. Nah, it's gone, Robert. It's done. She's done. It's time to wrap her up. Wait, what's that? That's it, man. Tis the season. Well, man, I don't know. Tis the season. I love the holiday stuff. I love the holiday season. I really do. Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year. Even though I'm like not a big Christmas dude, I just love Christmas. I love the lights. Even when people just put up white lights, I don't care. I love the lights. I love the decorations, and I love the community stuff. Like people come out, people travel, people walk in the streets in the snow and go shopping. And as much as I hate shopping, because everyone goes on a line now and it's kind of killing it. As much as I hate shopping, shopping at Christmas time is fun. It's just fun. I'll say it. I'll say it on film, on camera here. Shopping at Christmas time is stressful, and as much as you want to punch the dude in the face next to you, it's fun. I don't know why, because everybody's out. The stores are packed, and people get along, and we just need a little more of that right now. We all need to get out and fight with each other over stupid stuff. I'd rather fight with somebody over a diecast than whatever the hell we're fighting over now. I miss that stuff. I want to get back to that. I want to get back into the stores. I want to flood the streets. I want to have both. The Christmas spirit is awesome. People are playing music in the restaurants, and people are bundled up, and they come out in droves around here in the wintertime. There's snowbanks everywhere, and they're walking up and down the streets with their coats, and I love this time of year, that time of year. I really do. All right, let me get through this. I know I said I was going to wrap it up. Yeah, they are awesome. 13 cats, holy. You know what? I can't say that. How do I word it? I can't say that that's not a bad thing because my grandmother, I'm afraid of my grandmother. My grandmother was a crazy cat lady, and anytime she would either find, see, or hear about a stray cat, it came home with us. We didn't have 13, but we had a lot of cats. A lot of cats. Jeez, I think we had, any given time, we probably had 6 or 8 cats at once. Some were great, young, having fun. Some were old and sick. We had one cat that had leukemia. She spent thousands on drugs for this cat. Had to give it needles and injections, but she kept it alive for probably 5 or 6 years after it was diagnosed. And we found it stray, and it was diagnosed with leukemia when we found it. And she kept it going for years. And the cat it wasn't like suffering. It wasn't like you would think a suffering leukemia cat would be, like with just blotches of hair missing. Nothing. It was fine. It looked completely normal. It lived a happy second half of its life. Somebody probably dumped it when it got that diagnosis, or it got sick and just dumped it, but we found out that's what it had. And it lived a good second half of its life. It had a lot of fun. We had a lot of cats. Jesus. Thinking back. That's probably why I don't like cats, because we had so many growing up. But like I said, now that I got them, I love them. I made that video the other day of my cat just sitting right next to me, and she's just chill. You know, she's just sitting next to me, rubbing her head on me, just loves the attention, loves being with you. Such a great feeling. Just such an unconditional love. I don't know. I never thought I'd say that about a cat, but that's what it is. All right, just grabbing this. But all right, it's 12:06. I think legally I'm not even supposed to be here now. I got signed up to say it closes it. That says it's 12:01. That says it's 12:00. See, that's what I'm talking about. Remember I said when it was 11:11, I crossed the tracks. It was 11:11 again. It's 12:06 here, but it's 12:01 there and there. That's 12:02 there, 12:06 there, and 12:01 there. Who's controlling these things? I got to speak with them. So they are screwed up. I thought I was just losing my mind, but they are screwed up. Anyways, I'm going to go through this. I got to wrap this up, and I got to get the heck out of here and go riding a little bit. 4 cats and a dog. That's dope. I want a dog so bad, VW. Especially with the kids and everything. They want a dog. I want a dog so bad. But we're not supposed to have a dog where we live, but one of the people that lived there before had one. And the landlord was cool with it as long as it didn't destroy anything. People actually had a house before us had it. When we were upstairs, they were downstairs, had it. But I don't have a lot of yard. I have a small yard. I want to wait till I get a house, settle in a home, then get a dog. That's the first investment I'm going to make is a dog as soon as I get a house. Going to get a house and then a dog. And then I'll worry about stuff for the house, furniture and all that. Get the dog first. I'll play with the dog rather than sit down, so I don't need chairs right away. But because we rent the house now, so once we buy a house, that's the first thing we're getting, the dog. I can't wait. Kids want one. I want one. The wife wants one. We all want one. 20 pounds. Yeah, we had a cat that was 20 pounds. Oh, I think it was 18 pounds. That was a big cat of 18 pounds. That's when I was a kid. That was a big cat. So yeah, 20-pound cat. Yeah, see, that's what the whole, yeah, it's the same thing here. But, oh yeah, I got a bunch of die-cast too, Hachi. I got cases of them at my parents' house. I got to break. I got some of them hung up in the basement here at the house, but I got tons of them in my parents'. I got to take them out, clean them off, go through it, see what I got, and keep some, give some to my son, and maybe just get rid of some. They're not worth much. I just collected them for years. I loved it. But yeah, I got to wrap this up. Let me just catching up here. I want to make sure I catch everything. Sorry, I'm so far behind on this. I have a Facebook page. You can put a link wherever you want, dude. I don't know if you can put a Facebook link, but yeah, please feel free, man. That is awesome. If you can put the link on there, go ahead. I don't know if you can put a Facebook link on here, but hey, if you can, you're more than welcome. Any pages, channels, anything you guys like, enjoy, please feel free to put any links in here. I'm not one of them. Yeah, Buckle, our cat was homeless. The one we got now, we went to the shelter, and all the cats were in cages and locked. They had one cat that was just chilling in the place, just had to run to them. It was sitting on a table. All the other cats were locked up. And we ignored that cat. It kind of followed us around a little bit, but we looked at a few different cats that were in cages, like little, whatever they keep them in, cages, I guess. And none of them really struck us. And then the one that was in the cage just kind of followed us around, kept kind of hanging out with us, kept running up against our legs. Went back the next day, the same thing. We looked at some other cats. That one cat just kept kind of following us. He had to run the place. He was the only one not locked up. Said he was the only one that was perfectly fine, didn't pee on anything. He was like the best cat they had. And he just followed us. And then next thing we know, we went back a third day, and he was just stuck to us the third day. So we ended up taking that one home. So yeah, we got him from a shelter. It was it was she. We got her, she was 2 years old, she was pregnant. So when they found her, she was pregnant. So somebody probably dumped her when she got pregnant, unfortunately, and she was found in a parking lot somewhere. And she had her kittens, and then put the cat up for adoption, and that's where we got her. So yeah, we always, well, not always, but when we look, we always go to shelters and do that. So yeah, glad we got her. She was a great cat. She was beautiful. By far the best cat I ever had. Not glued to me like the last cat, but not a D like the last cat either. That cat was, he had, some cats are not friendly. Friendly to me, but like I said before, he hated everybody else. But yeah, this cat was awesome. Happiest, nicest cat I've ever seen. I loved it. All right, I think we're through here. Oh, Art Carney again. Awesome. I can't. It's a stupid arrow in the way. I was going to read what it said. There we go. Back it up. Never saw that movie. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, he was good people. Like I said, he's one famous person I actually met, which is really cool. I'll have to check that out. You're awesome. You've always got great movies like put up like that. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Sorry I made it so long. It's only one train. I usually like to catch at least two if I make it a long one. But thank you for hanging out. I just enjoy doing this stuff. I enjoy hanging out. I enjoy chilling with y'all. Like I said, either if I'm doing a stream like this, chatting with y'all, or if I'm watching a stream, chatting with somebody else, it's like hanging out with friends around the world. It's awesome. It's like I'm here by myself, but it's not. It's like I'm here hanging out with all of you. It's great. It's a good time. I love doing this stuff. I have so much fun. This is the part of YouTube I never knew existed. I never expected. I thought I would just make a video. I'd put it out there, send it into YouTube world, and never see it again. I just never realized the community, the interactions, just the friends I've made out of it. I've met so many people local to me that I've explored with and hung out with, and just even the ones I haven't, I chat with, like all of you, I chat with all the time. It's just so much fun. And like I said, with the communities, I go to other channels, and then we all chat on this channel or that channel or that channel or even my channel. It's cool. It's like hanging out with all of you every night. It's awesome. Like I said, I'm down here alone, yet I'm here with a crowd of people from around the country and sometimes around the world. It's just, I never expected this. I never expected the community into this, and I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. I really love this stuff. But thank you all for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm gonna take a ride before I go home. It's 12:08. I don't have to work. I'll probably ride till about 1, head home, creep in quietly, not to wake anybody up, and yeah, I think I'm gonna go ride for an hour. So stay safe out there. Thanks for hanging out. God bless, and should I give it a piece? 12 o'clock at night. There ain't nobody here. I guess I should give it a good. Just catch up on this here. Yeah. Good night. Good night. But yeah, thank you all. Good night, everybody. There's a bunch I missed in there. I think I would give you all I wrap up my live stream the way I usually do with a traditional piece, I guess, right? There ain't nobody around, right? 12 o'clock at night. Peace! That wasn't a good one. Doesn't have the echo like it had. I don't know. Maybe because it's so quiet. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace! Now I gotta remember how to end it. I never how to end this damn thing. There it is. Have a great night. Thank you.